Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 22 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, wearing your day job hat today.
Yeah.
Barbara
My
Gomez.
regular job.
Yes, your day job hat. Barbara Gomez with us with Frontier Medical this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing good, considering you made me get up early. You know, I'm not a morning person. Ask anybody. I'm just not a morning person. But hey, for you, I got up.
Well, thank you. Please blame my boss. I keep telling him I want to do a morning show midday, but he doesn't agree with me on that. So
That would be an interesting one.
Yeah, problem is that then I'm cutting into Clay and Travis, and they won't like that.
No,
That would
they
be a
won't
bad
like that.
thing, so.
Yeah, we like those guys.
I guess probably before we kind of get into everything, kind of give, for folks that aren't familiar with Frontier Medical, just kind of an overview of what all the different services and everything that you guys provide.
I'd be happy to, yeah. Well, Frontier Medical, we sit right on Main Street, you guys. We're part of
right
Main,
across the street from
right
here,
across the street.
Downtown here.
Downtown Roswell, right beside Bullock's Jewelry, actually, if you can't find us.
So if you need, when you're done getting services there, you can get some bling next door.
Yeah, you can get some bling next door. You know, you can get some art the other direction.
There you go.
Some beef jerky.
And some food, a
I'm
couple
saying
doors
you
down. Yeah.
can just keep on going down Main Street.
Get all your needs taken care of right there in one block.
That's right. Well, we at Frontier Medical have been around since 1998. So, you know, we're almost 24 years old now.
Nice.
And we provide all kinds of services at home. I think there's a big confusion about what we do sometimes, because there's home health and then there's home care.
Yeah.
You know, or aid services.
Sure. And there is a difference in the two.
There is a huge difference. And sometimes even doctors and medical people get it mixed up. You know, sometimes we'll get a phone call saying, hey, we need you guys to come out and take care of my father, my mother. They need help taking a bath. And you know what's interesting about that, Mike? Medicare will not pay for that.
That's not considered part of the medical side.
That's not considered part of the medical side. So we take care of your medical needs. So what happens, you end up, say, in the hospital, you go see your doctor, and he says, you know what? You need help between, you know, getting well and getting back home.
While you convalesce.
While you're trying to get back on your feet. And that's where we come in. So you might have had a hip surgery, you might have fallen down, you might have heart issues, congestive heart failure, breathing issues, and just about anything.
Even a sports-related injury or
Right.
something. Anything it's like slowing you down or preventing you from doing your day-to-day routine. You know? Yeah.
I mean, even, you know, whenever sometimes people have surgeries, they end up with bad wounds. And so what we offer is we provide nursing at home.
Sure.
And we provide skilled care. And I think that's where the big difference comes in.
Well, and I know enough to know that anytime you have surgery or anything like that, the healing process is made or lost in the aftercare of that.
That's true.
And, you know, I all the time I hear people have like knee replacements or hip replacements. And the people that generally have more difficult times are the folks that aren't as stringent
following the rules.
Following the aftercare instructions and things. And that's where Frontier Medical can really help you stay within those things. And because I don't think people don't, it's not like they don't want to do what they say. It's just
we just can't sit still very long.
Can't sit still. Time, life happens, things happen, and you're like, I'm not going to do my stretches or whatever it is I'm supposed to do. And Frontier Medical can kind of offset some of that, so you can focus on the things you're supposed to do and allow them to help you do the other things in life too.
Right. And I think the other thing to remember is we not only offer nursing care with registered nurses, but we also offer therapeutic.
Okay.
Which a lot of times it's not that you don't, you know, maybe your wounds are healing just fine, or you're feeling well after a stroke possibly, but maybe what you need is physical therapy at home. And so a lot of times people get that mixed up as well. They want to run around town.
Sure.
And for home health specifically, you have to be homebound. That's a big, thing. If you're not homebound, then you can go to outpatient physical therapy.
Sure.
But maybe the doctor says, I think it's better for you not to be running around to Walmart or whatever. Let me send somebody to you instead. And again, so we offer skilled services through a nurse. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy.
All in the comfort of your home.
All in the comfort of your home.
Nice.
Now, these do require a physician's order because it is covered by Medicare.
Gotcha.
So Medicare has guidelines.
So basically, this could, no out-of-pocket or serious out-of-pocket costs for the patient.
Actually, no, because we at Medicare we at Frontier accept Medicare as final payment. We
Gotcha.
will not bill you for
So not only will it
further
be cheaper, it won't be a dime in some cases.
it will not be coming out of your pocket.
Nice.
Not only do we accept Medicare, we accept Medicaid also, and we provide, and we also accept private insurance. And let's just say maybe you have a weird insurance that nobody else has. You might give us a call anyway, because we do one-time contracts with a lot of different insurances. Because sometimes, they pop up out of nowhere.
Sure. A new company or whatever.
A new company or whatever. So, and the other big thing that I think that's a plus for Frontier Medical is that we have employees that have stayed put for a long time. So we've got employees that know what they're doing. Specifically, we have, let's say, Carmen, one of our nurses that's there. She's been there for a long time. She does a lot of our weekends and nights, and so she is our wound care nurse. But not that she's the only one. We have others that are wound care nurses as well.
But she's kind of your weekend
person. She's kind
of
our weekend, sometimes weekend.
Off hours person.
And she's really great. And so she's trained other nurses on wound care because it's a very specific type of, trust me, I had fallen down one time when I was on vacation, got a really bad, scraped my knee really, really bad. And I came back to work and she says, we need to do debridement on that. Do you know what that is, Mike? It's not fun.
I do not
know. No, it's not fun. She sat me down, put my leg up, and basically they scrubbed the bad skin off the top. Oh, trust me.
It
sounds horrible. But you know what? That gives the body a time to heal.
Sure.
And, grow back really great skin.
Necessary.
So it's really great. And the other thing that's great about us is that we also do everything from babies all the way up to 100 plus.
Okay. So if you're a human being needing home care from the womb to seniors, everybody.
Yes. And sometimes, babies do get sick. Babies do need certain things, and the doctors call us and say, we need infusions.
Sure.
We need specific. And a lot of nurses are not real comfortable working with babies. Everything's tiny and and a little bit harder to work with.
Sure. They're special. Usually people that's what they do is work. But you've got staff that can help and do all of that too.
Absolutely.
So, wait, and and I don't want to brush over this. Like you said, you've got a lot of folks that have been with Frontier Medical a long time, and to me that speaks volumes for the company as well, because if it's one thing to treat your customers right and to make sure they're taken care of. That's every business I hope is trying to achieve that goal, but you can kind of learn about a business when you have a steady group of people that, I've been here 10 years. I've been here 15 years. I've been here 20 years.
Yes.
When you have a collective group of people, that speaks volumes, saying, because especially in the healthcare world where if you're not happy where you're at, there's a million other places that are looking for you to hire you. So to have someone in healthcare to stay in one place for an extended period of time when they have so many options, throwing money at them. I mean, especially if you're in demand, the sky's the limit sometimes. And healthcare is like that. So to have people that say, no, I'm going to keep where I'm at. I love it. That speaks volumes for Frontier Medical as a, people want to stay there and are happy there. That means they're treating their employees good, which means they probably treat their customers well, which means it's just a good overall experience for everyone involved.
Absolutely. It's kind of interesting because a lot of places are having a hard time finding employees. And Mike, there doesn't go a week before we don't have nurses asking if we have any open positions. We have people applying all the time. And you're right, our team is pretty large as far as our nursing team is. It's pretty significant. But the other thing that we have is we speak Spanish as well. So we have Spanish speaking nurses. We don't have any male nurses right now, but we do have most, and I find it interesting, but even men prefer to have a woman nurse.
Really?
Yeah. We do.
Maybe it's the nurturing side.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Like doctors, we don't think as so much as the nurturer, more of the nurse does, and so we think of women as more nurturers. So maybe that's what it is.
And men don't mind, and of course women prefer to have women a lot of times, especially the older generation.
Sure.
And then we have physical therapy, and I will brag on this group because we have the largest physical therapy and physical therapy assistant group in town. And with that as well, we have Spanish speaking, and we have men, and we have women as well. We have occupational therapy. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it's a small motor skills. It's, it's like physical therapy for larger things.
Gotcha.
Your legs, your arms, moving, getting up, sitting down. And the occupational therapy that works more on the small motor skills. So after you've had a stroke, sometimes people forget how to use their hands or need that exercise
Sure.
to learn how to eat.
Yeah.
Sometimes learn how to speak again, and that's where our speech therapy comes in.
Okay.
So we offer all of that. And sometimes Medicare does. Remember, I told you earlier that we don't do bathing and personal care. But if you qualify for skilled care, Medicare will allow for a little bit of personal care, maybe once or twice a week.
Depending on your medical condition, your own mobility. And
right, and
movements
what's
things.
going on with you. So they do allow that. But that's the perfect thing because we also provide a non-medical side of Frontier Medical.
Personal care by design.
Which is personal care by design, basically personal care that you design yourself. Everything from a couple of hours a week all the way up to...
And to be honest, this side of it, you technically don't have to have a medical, you know what I mean?
No.
Like if this is, like if you got, maybe you're a single person that has 7,000 things going on and there's certain things in your life you don't have time to take care of, personal care by design could kind of fill that void for some of you on that. I mean, obviously if you have medical and all that, you need that, they're there for that, but on this side of things, there's no really a rule or anything saying you have to have a medical issue.
This is private. This is personal. You decide what you want. We'll do pretty much anything. You know, we do house cleaning. We do light meals. We might run errands for you.
Go get meds or go
do whatever.
Grocery shopping
we'll even go. I know that a lot of times we get calls from family members that are wanting help for their mom or dad that's slowing down. Maybe they live somewhere else and they're concerned, you know what, mom's going to the doctor. She doesn't know what the doctor said. We can send a personal care person out with them and take notes and come back and say, look, this is what the doctor said. This is what's going on.
Be that kind of liaison for the
between
family.
Between the family.
Nice.
And so, like I said, we can do as little as 2 hours a day, up to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we can stay with them at night.
Yeah, that's great.
You need a break. Sometimes taking care. I mean, I just came back from seeing my mom, who's 89 years old. And trust me, after a week in there, I give kudos to my sister that's taking care of her. That is the hard job.
It is. It's 24/7 sometimes.
Right.
You know?
And many of you are out there taking care of your parents, and you're going, man, do I need a break? I need to go to lunch with my friends. Give us a call.
You need to take care of your own mental health. And,
you do.
In the world we live in right now, it's easy to get overwhelmed and overburdened in life. And maybe a simple solution is a phone call to personal care by design to help out. Like you said, maybe you're in a situation where you maybe you live in Artesia or Carlsbad, and you got folks that live here, and you can't. I check in them once or twice a week, but I can't be here every day. I can't be there for their day-to-day stuff. And that's where personal care by design can be. Oh yeah, we're gonna make sure she's got some meals for this week, and we're gonna make sure meds are put away. You know, because usually at that, especially if it's an older point, you got that bottle or that container with the day's pills and all that, making sure they can make sure all that's done for them and all that kind of stuff.
They can just oversee that, of course, because we're not medical. We're not allowed to hand them a pill or give them any medication whatsoever.
But as far as organizing and all that stuff.
Organizing and say, Mrs. Jones, right now it's time for your pills. Let's get your pills to you so you can take those.
It's really just help being an organizational assistant in some way, shape, and whether it's just reminding you of stuff or running errands for you, that's kind of what the personal care by design's for.
And you know what I think is another really cool aspect of this is that if somebody has a car, they don't drive very much anymore, but they want to go out. I think the mental health side of elderly people is just getting out.
So being like a little personal transportation service for them a little bit.
And I mean, we will take them out in our cars, if they want. Or we can take them out in their own car.
Okay. So kind of like, for an example, say the person's like, I want to go grocery shopping, but they don't feel comfortable driving themselves. You can ride with them and maybe help them, walk with them and put stuff on the shelves and all that. And just kind of be there in case they need any assistance while they're running their own errands.
Right. My mother they love the dollar store. I mean, she could spend, hours in there. But, picking up all kinds of stuff. You walk out with $30 worth of stuff, she doesn't need. But you know what? It really makes her happy.
Sure.
So that's another aspect of it that I think you need to consider.
And there's another side of it, too, that we haven't really gone into, and it's the mental health side. Say, what if you have, like, a mom and dad, one's passed, they're living alone, and they don't have a lot of social interactions. This personal care by design, in essence, could be a little, because I don't care who you are or how social or not social you are. When you're alone all the time and constantly doing that, it will get to you after a while, and you're going to want to talk to people. And, it's when you're by yourself and not talking to people, it's easier for things like depression and those things to settle in. So this could be some, as a companion and things, because I imagine many of the relationships between the personal care by design person and the customer, the client, they get friendly.
They get friendly.
And I imagine there's some kind of personal relationship at some point. And who knows, I imagine after a while they're sending each other birthday cards and things like that. You know what I mean?
And I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because companionship, along with respite care, the other side of it is companionship.
Absolutely.
Playing games, just having conversation. And you might think, well, why am I going to pay somebody, by hour to come sit and talk with mom? Because it really helps them a lot.
Absolutely.
It helps them, their life better. It gives them better quality of life.
And it takes the burden off you to be the sole provider. Of all things for this person. And because, and 99% of us will do it because it's our loved ones and we'll do it. But anytime you do that 24/7, it's going to mess with your own mental health, because guess what? Your life isn't slowing down. By the way, all the demands and responsibilities you have in your life, they're still there.
Yeah,
but now you've got this added responsibility of taking care of a loved one.
Right.
And that's where personal care by design can help with that ancillary stuff. It
Absolutely.
really,
and I think it keeps their mind sharp. My mother loves to play games. I mean, she's really good at it. And I think doing puzzles, playing games, talking with them, that really helps them to stay sharp and their desire to keep moving.
Yeah.
Gets them excited about, let's go out and get a hamburger. Let's go to Sonic and Park at Sonic and get a burger.
I never thought about that, but it's like, come over, let's play a game of chess or something, Yeah,
my mom's really good at a lot of these games. Matter of fact, she's so smart. She beats all of us on anything that has to do with numbers. But on the other end of it, if you have somebody that's really sick, maybe they're on hospice already, and you're thinking, man, I can't be here all the time. Hospice is there, and they're doing their job, and they're doing a good job. But I need somebody to talk to mom, turn her every once in a while, change her sheets in the bed. Or
giving above and beyond what hospice covers.
Above and beyond.
Yeah.
And again, it's up to you. Do you need a couple of hours? Do you need somebody to be there all night long? So you can look at it, that direction on the medical side of it.
Yeah.
Because again, Medicare does not pay for this.
Yeah.
Now, there is a program out there, to be fair to everyone that's out there. If you have Medicaid, it's hard to keep these things apart.
It is.
But if you have Medicaid does offer a personal service.
Okay.
We don't have that, but other people here in town, other companies here in town.
But if you qualify for that, you certainly will put them in the right direction.
Yeah. I mean, we get phone calls all the time to ask about that.
Yeah.
And they'll say, well, will my insurance cover it? And it's like, no, your insurance will not cover it. Medicare will not cover that, but Medicaid will. So let's just move you on to somebody else that will.
Yeah.
But
I forgot. I know we're getting all over on this, but I kind of want to get back. Do you guys still do some of the medical supply stuff?
No, we do not, Mike.
That stuff.
We stopped doing durable medical equipment known as DME.
So strictly just the service side. Okay. I wanted to clarify that out there for folks too, because I know that was something you guys used to be able to do.
Yeah, we did. We did it for a little bit, and then it really wasn't. We weren't doing really well on that end of it, so we decided just to drop that and just focus.
Use your resources on the service side of things.
And, we stay pretty busy all the time. You know what I'm saying? We just went through a survey, which is always really fun, Mike, to walk in on a Monday morning to a surveyor. They never tell you when they're going to show up. I don't know why they don't tell you, and they don't tell you what they're going to look at. So we're all twiddling our thumbs and,
I guess they want to catch you in a day-to-day off guard.
Wringing our hands. But, this time around, it was more of an interesting thing because they were looking more at COVID. And those that know me know that I hadn't been able to be out a lot since COVID started. So I became the COVID liaison. And just to let everybody know, we do see COVID patients. We do see COVID positive patients. A lot of agencies stopped.
And you guys continue to help them. Awesome.
I mean, we did the full gear if we had to.
Well, and it makes sense because this is when people need these services the most. And so you guys are like, well, this is what we do. We're going to continue to do that. So good. I mean, so if maybe that's your thing, if you need a week or two of help because you're dealing with COVID.
Yeah, you're getting over it.
Personal care by design, Frontier Medical can help you there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, it was really kind of interesting because sometimes one of our nurses would go out and we'd have to, they put on all their gears, went to get ready to go into a patient's home, come back out. They have to take it all off, put it outside. We have to spray them down before they come back into the building.
Absolutely. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. But luckily we did well, in our survey. But it's always interesting whenever you walk in and you think you're all prepared with all your policies and processes, and then they come in and you're going, oh, I didn't think about that one.
Sure, yeah. I get you. Yeah, because we're not all lawyers.
No. And I think they're kind of like the CIA, we tell you anything, we'll have to kill you kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of, but good news is you guys
I think we did really well, and so we're excited about that we hopefully won't see them for a while.
Absolutely. You're good for a few months or a year, whenever they call. Really if folks are listening here and thinking, man, that there's something here, Frontier Medical, Personal Care by Design, either one of these are definitely something that my family can benefit from, please give them a call. You call direct 575-627-1112. Again, that's 575-627-1112. And either if you need Frontier Medical or Personal Care by Design services.
Yeah, we're both there on Main Street, right beside Bullock. So,
do you guys have Facebook or any of the websites or places that people want to do some of their own reading?
Yeah, you can do some reading. You can also stop in and see us if you want to come in to talk to us. It happens often. Family members come in, sit on our couch, and let us know what's happening in their life and what's going on with their family, or they're looking, going, wow, mom is slowing down, or we're concerned about this or that. We can be there. So give us a call.
And just please remember, these services are for everyone. I know we like you said, we think a lot of times we think of the elderly or seniors or people that are, dealing with kind of end of life type needs and things. But Frontier Medical and Personal Care by Design cover the gamut. You could, like you said, you could be an infant needing issues, or maybe you're a 20-year-old person that's got a sports industry and a sports injury, and you're laid up and can't do everything.
Or you've had a motorcycle wreck, or you've been in a wreck of some sort. Or interestingly enough, in our community, a gunshot wound.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think about that, but sometimes we do see people like that. Children also have breaks in their legs, and very bad ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, you can pick them up and carry them around, but wouldn't it be better if we could go see them at home so you don't have to pick them up there and take them somewhere else?
Yeah, if your kids say, your kid gets a sports injury or something, or injury. I keep saying injury or something, and and you're working, you've got a lot going on, but your child, you can't stay home all day with them because you got to pay the bills too, and so this could be that thing, or you yourself, maybe you're not even injured, maybe you're just overwhelmed when I'm a single person with a child, I got 2 jobs, and I don't even have time to go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Personal Care by Design can help with some of that.
You know, Mike, I actually tried to, at one aspect of it, I tried to market it in that direction, because honestly, our lives are overwhelming.
Absolutely.
Sometimes my husband and I are at a place where we don't have kids around anymore, but I can't believe we're kind of going, it's 8:30 and we're just barely eating dinner. What in the world is going on here?
And sometimes life gets too busy, and then you forget to not take care of your own personal needs because you're doing others, and that's where Personal Care by Design can come in there, and that's just it. Maybe you need it for a longer term, maybe you just need it for a couple of weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe you just need somebody to run around for you because you're just wanting some time. Maybe you're a business person. Maybe you're traveling a lot. You want someone to come by and clean your house while you're gone, or do some laundry or something. But think about that. But
absolutely.
If I could just clarify or maybe emphasize Frontier Medical.
Absolutely.
Because it is a medical side of it. Just remember that Medicare does pay for this, because a lot of elderly people get really nervous. All of us do. We don't want any extra bills.
Absolutely.
And so if you can just remember that whatever Medicare pays us, that's what we accept as full payment. So you will not get another bill from us. And of course, even if you're Medicaid or private insurance, we'll be happy to work with you.
Absolutely. And that's and I know that side of things can get confusing, and that's where your staff and yourself can kind of explain and kind of break it down for them so they understand what's covered, where the money's coming from, how it's working, because you're right. You can get in the weeds by barely scratching the surface when it comes to Medicaid, Medicare, regular private health care, and all of that, or what's out of pocket and all that kind of stuff. But
even I do that.
Yeah, and just when you think you got it figured out, they change the rules on you. So let their staff help you with all that. If you've got questions, put it this way: if there is a way where they can get someone other than you to pay for it, they're going to
We'll
find that.
do that. Yeah, we will do that. And I think another big thing to remember is that we are local. We are locally owned and operated. We're not part of big corporation, so the buck stops here.
Gotcha.
You got issues, we can call the
All
boss.
decisions are made here at this
they're
level.
made right here.
Yeah,
we
you don't
can,
have to run it up the flagpole.
Nope. You know, we have a director of nursing there in our office, and our administrator comes in and out. So you need to talk to us. We will be there. Give us a call. We can help you as much as we can. And
Absolutely.
just another quick thing, Mike, is we also, sometimes people bring us, people that we've had on our services, they didn't, just like this week, we had a lady walk in with a bag full of stuff, and she's like, my dad's feeling well anymore. We don't need any of this stuff. It's not been opened. Can we donate it back? And so what we try to do is we have a storage room in the back that we keep things that are donated. Sometimes they're as much as wheelchairs and walkers and things like that.
So people in need come by.
Yes.
Hey, there's some stuff here. Help yourself.
Yeah, because we did. Remember when the guy from the circus was here?
Absolutely.
Remember how they got stranded here for a really long time?
They were stuck here for like a year.
A year, poor people. But we got to know them really, really well because his wife ended up having a surgery in El Paso.
Oh, wow.
And they had some needs. And so they'd come in. Sometimes they'd purchase, and sometimes we'd say, we got all of this. Just take it. You guys need it. You've been here for a little while. So we try to work really hard with the community. We are community-minded.
So if someone's listening too and they say, well, I've got a perfectly great wheelchair at home or a
I'm
walker
not using
at home,
it.
call Frontier Medical, see if that's something they can take off your hands and then and donate it, and they'll make sure it gets to someone truly in need.
Yes.
Awesome. Good deal.
Yeah.
So and of course, if someone's listening and saying, my mom needs a wheelchair and I can't afford to buy one right now.
Yeah, just give us a call. We might have one sitting there. A lot of times, if we're short on something, we loan it out because people don't need them out for very long.
Sure,
so
they maybe need it for a couple weeks or a month
so they
whatever.
sign it out and bring it back when they're done so we can continue to help the community with those type of things.
Awesome. So please if you want to learn more about personal care by design, Frontier Medical, if in your need of any of the other services we were just talking about here, don't hesitate to reach out. 575-627-1112. Again, that's 575-627-1112. What's generally office hours that people are?
It's general office hours. It's 8 to 5.
Okay.
But we do have after hours. So if anybody ever calls after hours, it goes to our answering service, which goes to our nurse, generally Carmen, but it's not always Carmen.
Regardless when you call, someone's going to
answer.
Answer the phone and talk to you.
Someone's going to answer.
Perfect. Again, 575-627-1112. Or come on by here on North Main, 217A North Main. It's right downtown here.
Right downtown.
Just look for, right there next to the coffee shop.
And Bullocks
and all the stuff that's right there.
The art shop there.
Yeah, can't miss it. It says Frontier Medical. Can't miss it. So. Did we get all, Barbara?
I think we got it all, Mike.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. And and real quick, do you want to do a plug for your next Kiwanis meeting if you want to come out and learn more about that?
Yes, we do have a Kiwanis meeting coming up, and of course you'd ask me, Mike.
We
meet now only twice a month.
Okay.
And we are working on our all-inclusive park.
Yes, that's coming along nicely.
We just had a meeting this week, so we don't have another one till the 20. I'm sorry, I don't remember the Tuesday. Coming up Tuesday.
Well, we'll get that information here.
Yeah, but we meet at Los Cerritos.
Yeah.
We got brand new people joining us all the time.
Good.
We're busy working on the all-inclusive park.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, we partnered up with the Autism Society to build a park for kids with disabilities.
Yeah.
And if you ever come if you come in here and talk to Mike at some point, we do have a can sitting here on the desk.
Yeah, drop some change there. It's still fundraising for that.
We're still fundraising for that.
And the city's partnered with the Kiwanis Club to help make this event happen here.
The city's kind of our physical agent because we did receive some money from the state.
Yeah. But they're working with the city because obviously to get to something in the city, Kiwanis.
We have to work together.
Yeah. So, but if you want to learn more about that, get involved. Come to the next Kiwanis meeting. Have lunch at Cerritos there. Get you a taco
call
or
Barbara at Frontier. I'll tell you all about Kiwanis as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And
thank you, Mike.
We'll see you next time.
All right. See you guys later.
All right. It is 8:51. Time for